All right, so you want to know what Priceville, Alabama actually looks like? Well, in today's video, we're going to be giving you just that. We're going to be driving through Priceville, Alabama, showing you some of the main sections there on Highway 67, along with several of the popular subdivision areas and brand new construction communities here in Priceville, Alabama. Priceville has a lot of growth, and we are very excited to see the city continuing to grow and businesses continuing to invest in this area. And if you want to know everything about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, play, and live in Priceville, Decatur, Madison, Athens, Huntsville, the whole North Alabama area, then make sure to give this video a like, click that subscribe button, and click that little bell icon because we upload a new video every single week and you do not want to miss out. And if you're thinking of making a move here anywhere in the North Alabama area, our team here at Dean's List Realty, we are ready to help. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. However you want to get a hold of us, we know what it's like to relocate, and we are here to help you through that process of finding you that next perfect place to call home. All right, so starting right off the bat, we're coming here going from Decatur, headed into Priceville. There's a little Windmill Beverages back there. That's a brand new one, actually. They tore down the old building and put up a new one. I haven't actually been inside of it yet, but they're friendly staff. As you can see, Priceville has a lot of gas stations and different fast food restaurants. You have the almighty Waffle House. I don't know, I like going to Waffle House with friends sometimes. Just something about it. Now right here, if you see on the left-hand side, that kind of buildup of traffic, that's because that's gonna be the main lane that you're gonna be taking to go to Huntsville. And this whole section here with interstate, this is why people love Priceville, Alabama. That part right there is what people are, why they're living here is convenience to all your major cities here in Huntsville, Madison, Athens. It's a quick, short commute to any of those areas, typically around maybe half hour or less. That raceway station there, I used to go there all the time to fill up gas. They're a really big one. Over here we have the elementary school, Priceville Elementary, so I'll show you some context of where it is at. And then if you continue this road out all the way, you'll end up going out towards Somerville and some, before you get there, you'll pass the Celebration Arena, which I didn't go all the way down there in this video, but if you like horses, and you're definitely gonna wanna check out the Celebration Arena. They have all kinds of different rodeos and events there. Little new gas station coming in. And so we're gonna be turning here into Shadow Mountain subdivision. This is this subdivision is more or less completed now. It's houses in this area, they range from only around the mid to high 300,000s, low $400,000 mark. Now with it being mostly sold out, it's gonna be, you're gonna be having to buy resale homes here. But you can see they're great sized houses. Most of them, a lot that were built in the 2010s, but some that were built just as recently as like 2020. So you see, you'll be seeing a lot of this here in Priceville, is a lot of different ranges of new construction, new builds, and really excited to see all that growth. I love those, all the architecture, the curb appeal of these houses, and they are on decent sized lots. All right, so now we are gonna be continuing on out back onto Highway 67. And new gas station that they have going in here. And then up here in a moment, that little restaurant there, that's Mi Hacienda. They're a really good restaurant. We'll oftentimes head over there after church sometime and catch a meal with some friends. The tanks there, Veterans Park, that is, which we didn't go into it on this time, but it's awesome. You have that tank, a lot of military vehicles there. So it's a Veterans Park. It's going to be one of your main parts there in Priceville. Over here, we kind of jumped around a little bit, but that is the Wit House. I've been there once for catered events, and it was a lot of fun. My wife and I had considered using them for our wedding venue, but ended up going with someone else instead. But they're a great little place there, and you can book them for different events. Now we're heading to Frederick's Outdoors. And if you love your outdoor vehicles, then you are definitely this is gonna be your new favorite spots. And they have even more stuff inside as well. But I just wanted to showcase this because it's definitely a big appeal. You see all the different boats, the ATVs, even had some real beautiful horses out here as well. But Frederick's, if you like your outdoors toys, go check them out. All right, next we're coming into Ashley Oak subdivision. These houses, they tend to be in about the upper $200,000 range, around the $280,000, $250,000, $280,000 mark. But so a little bit different from the ones over at Shadow Mountain, but just showing you some more just some of the variety out here in Priceville. All right, and then this is a lot of Priceville. You've got your main hub on 67, then all your kind of spokes of the wheel going out from there. Just a lot of country fields, a lot of farmland that got turned into subdivisions. And that's why they're talking about so much new growth coming to the areas, because Priceville has that room to expand. They're talking about adding something like 770 new homes to the area. They've already started on that. I love that blue car right there. I don't know whose that is, but my wife loves those classic cars. And you can see the even more ground being broke down there, all kinds of styles of houses out here. Here you have the Priceville Fire Department. All right, and then right here we have the brand new Priceville High School. I think it was built, I think class of 2016 was the first one to enter it. But just look here, right across the street from the high school, you got a big open field. You've got farmland, so that's a lot of what Priceville is. Lots of farmland that is being turned into subdivisions and new growth. And passing back by the Priceville Fire Department again. And then right next to the high school, we have Baker's Farm subdivision here. A lot of real nice homes over here. And you look at the low range of the last year, they've sold for about $255,000 up to over $400,000 on the higher end of it. But you've got quite a variety. It's a big subdivision that kind of goes back and loops a little bit. And I'm just come back up here a little bit and just show you right there. You can see the high school right here from the subdivision. So yeah, lots of single family, two-story homes here. Good variety to be able to choose from. And this is Priceville, Alabama. It's a lot of, this is what it looks like. You've got all these new homes. Wonderful. You have the clubhouse right back there that we just passed. And now headed back out of Baker's Farm subdivision. So, and just more. You can see all these brand new subdivisions, and you got cornfields right across the street. So if you're kind of looking for that quiet country living lifestyle, then Priceville may be a really good city for you to consider in your search here. And the biggest cons being there's not a lot of businesses here yet. Right over here, we're coming into Gin House Landing. This is a brand new subdivision breaking ground. You can see they've just started on some of their first homes here. And with all these new subdivisions, what's great is if you can get in on these early, typically speaking, the first few houses in subdivision compared to when it finishes out. The price, they try to keep the prices going up. And so you're able to get in on that value early on. And hopefully see your home prices just continue to make money, appreciate, maybe even sometimes by the end of the build if you're lucky. And now we're checking out another new construction community, River Road Estates by Davidson Homes. Some of these houses are just massive here. You get a lot of bang for your buck. And then Old River Manor coming up over here. So they're kind of like right next to each other, these two. But the downside is, as you can see, when you're building in a new one, is you're dealing with a lot of the road construction, maybe nails on the road, things like that. So that is the trade-offs in getting in on these early. So it just depends if you want, how long you want to deal with this or not. If you want to buy existing or if you want to build what you want. So. Pros and cons each way you go. Or hey, buy some land out here and put your own custom home. But okay, so right from that subdivision, this is cool. Just headed right back up on the road. There's the new Publix. And that is one of the nicer Publix here in the area. It's brand new. The staff is super friendly. Between the two in town in Decatur, that's the one over there in Priceville, Decatur, where those lines blur. But that's the one that I prefer going to you just have a very clean feeling store with great staff. And here we are just back onto Highway 67. This is really where Priceville meets Decatur. And you have so many, and now we're gonna turn off a little bit. And you have a lot of areas like this as well here in Priceville, Decatur, where you have like these forest of trees and then houses just kind of tucked in between them. But we're gonna be coming up here in a second to Wheeler Wildlife Refuge, and just a different area of it, kind of back here. A lot of people will take boats out here, which you'll see in a moment. We'll pass someone with a boat, but great big parking lot here. You can see the water access right there. Me and some friends went kayaking, not at this particular spot, but on the river here recently. Do be careful of alligators here. And speaking of alligators, there are a lot of different dangerous animals here in North Alabama. I do have another video on that on the channel if you want to go check that out, but to educate yourself there. But here you go, you can kind of see, it gets kind of tight when you're pulling a boat here, but we could still pass on by. So yeah, lots of these just big houses out in the middle of the trees. Country life, you'll see hay bales like that on the side of the road. And here we are, just some more shots of Highway 67 and Wheeler Wildlife Preserve. You have so many migratory birds come through here. They're a sanctuary, which is wonderful. We've got some very rare species that this is one of the few locations that they go to. So that is just something you take for granted living here, but is nice. All right, so I hope that you have found this helpful. Priceville isn't super duper big, but the big advantages, a lot of bang for your buck on new construction or even buying existing homes, and you're not that far of a commute from your major areas. So let me know if you have any other questions about Priceville, and please, again, give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we upload videos every week about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, and play in the North Alabama area, and you don't want to miss out. Until next time, take care.